now that we got the cuckoo gathering taken care of, it's time for us to do a few other side quests in the Kakariko area. And get ready, because today we're going to get started with a sequence break. That's right. This is one of the very few sequence breaks I can pull off in this game. But, yeah, it's going to be totally worth it. It's an easy piece of horror that you can only get as adult Link normally, but I'm going to get it right now. So what you want to do, you want to press L, center the camera behind you, now hold L, and side jump over that wall, and... Okay, well, okay. Okay, now I get it. I was wondering how the hell I was hanging up to that, but... Okay, anyway, you wanted to grab onto the fence, then go on top of it, go on top of the house, and good to see you again. Well, obviously, as I said, you can only get this as adult Link, so that line, well, whatever. It doesn't really make sense right now, but it makes a lot more sense if you get it the normal way. So now that that's done, I'm just going to open the way to Death Mountain, but I'm not going to go there quite yet. I'm just going to hand this guy Zelda's autograph. Yeah, can't you read the sign over there? You'd think he was asking a YouTube commenter that question, because I do ask that question a lot. Anyway, now you give him Zelda's letter, and it's not gonna go over very well with the guy. He's gonna let us pass, but just look at his reaction. Well, he thinks this is a little game Zelda's come up with, because she didn't write too many details about what we're going to do on Death Mountain. But anyway, he's gonna open up the gate anyway, since, well, you don't mess with the freaking Princess of Hyrule. Now he's gonna call us Mr. Hero for the rest of the game. Fun! But yeah, he's gonna give us a little tip. We need to equip a proper shield, since our shield right now is made of wood, and we're heading into a fire area. And it wouldn't be fun if our shield burned down. Yeah, special discount, right? We're supposed to go buy one back in Castletown, but I don't know if there's really a discount, because I never go there for the shield. I get the free one from the graveyard instead. But anyway, now that we've given him Zelda's letter, he is going to unlock a new series of side quests for us, the Happy Mask Shop. Basically, he's going to be asking us for a popular mask, which this shop sells. So basically, we're going to be running a series of errands involving that shop, and I'm going to explain how the shop works to you when we get there. So now that that's done, I'm just going to show you the windmill, because we can't do anything right now there, but I want to show it to you just to set it up for later, just so that you know, oh, you got to go talk to this guy we've never met before. It's just so that we meet the guy, and that we know exactly what his deal is. So this is the inside of the windmill, and yeah, it says question mark because it connects to one of the graves in the graveyard, but we're not going to deal with that just yet. Go around and around and around. I'm a music man who loves to go around and around, go around and around and around. I'm trying to come up with a musical theme by this windmill, going around and around and around and around and around and around. Enough. But yeah, as you might guess, this involves an Ocarina song we haven't learned yet. So now that we're done with the village, we're gonna head into the graveyard. I'm just gonna cut that grass there. Gotta collect as many rupees as I can, because there's a huge rupee sink coming right up. So now we are in the graveyard, and the first thing I'm gonna do, if I remember this correctly, just give me a second. First, I'm going to equip this empty bottle here, and then over there should be a rock, yep. I'm going to lift that rock, there are bugs coming out, use the bottle to capture one of the bugs, and you're going to see what the deal is with the bug right now, in fact, just after I get done cutting that grass to grab some more money, because I have 84, but that might not even be enough. It's that bad. Anyway, what you want to do with the bug is that here there's a patch of soil. What you want to do is release the bug, and for some reason there are 3 coming out, so you can use that to just recapture another one, right? Just like that. And in the meantime, the other bugs are going to dig a hole in the soil. Well, they're going to dig into the hole in the soil, and a Skulltula pops out. There are 10 patches of soil like that in the game. 9 of them have a Skulltula, the other being the one at Zora's River. Anyway, this kid here, he's sort of annoying. He's involved in the Happy Mask Shop side quest, but he also prevents you from pulling gravestones during the day. He spends all day in the graveyard from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and while he's there, you can't pull gravestones, which is sad because you can find some neat stuff in there. But for now, there's one thing we can do in the graveyard that doesn't involve pulling gravestones. You see over there, there's that Triforce on the ground, and in this game, whenever you see a Triforce, it's your cue to play Zelda's Lullaby. No misfire, thank goodness. Not that it really matters, because I could have just tried again immediately, but anyway, we get this little cutscene where it starts raining, and now we get some thunder and lightning, because evil is afoot! Okay, no, not really, I don't know why they went overboard with that. But anyway, now this tombstone is going to explode, revealing a secret passageway. Now, in there, you really want to come here. It's optional, but it gives you one of the best conveniences in any Zelda game ever. I don't know why they didn't bring it back in Twilight Princess, because it was really a pain to do without it. Anyway, in this first room, you want to kill all the keys. So I'm going to use my slingshot for this. I could use my sword, but yeah, slingshot is just quicker instead of just, risking missing with your little dinky butter knife. And there's one key that's missing. Maybe more, I think. I think it's back near the entrance. Yeah, right there. Block and die! Alright, so now the door should be unlocked. I'm just going to grab that rupee there. 86. The maximum we can have right now is 99, by the way. But that's going to change in a matter of minutes, so don't worry too much about that. Anyway, this room, full of Redeads, plenty of Redeads. I think it's just better to just wade through the poison than having to deal with the Redeads raping you and potentially killing you, because they do so much damage at this point in the game. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, there's a mural here, which is going to, well, there's a poem on it first, but after that, it's going to introduce us to our second Ocarina song, which is a melody composed by the Composer Brothers, which are only mentioned by name in this game, but actually make an appearance in Majora's Mask. Anyway, this is the song. It's right down, up, right down, up. Very boring melody. Easily the most boring in the game. I think it was actually designed on a Friday afternoon, and that they said, oh, we gotta come up with that one Ocarina song, and then they just came up with this. Just listen to the full version, it's really boring. That's it! That's it. Now that we've learned the sun song, the sun is going to set. Well, it was already very close to doing so anyway, and now it's going to be 6 p.m., and this next side quest I'm going to do here, the big rupee sink I was talking about earlier, is only available between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Or maybe it's 10, I don't really recall. But anyway, now that we've got a sun song, it has a second usage, which is to stun Redeads, but I'm not going to do that. I'd just rather go through the... No, come on, let's go to... No, I didn't want to do that! Get off me! Get off! Thank you! God! What I wanted to do here was just pull the camera behind Link by using L and then start rolling again. But instead, I L-targeted the Redead and tried a jump attack, or I sidestepped or something. I don't really remember. It's all a blur by now. Okay, no, I didn't want to read that. But anyway, I'm just going to head back to the grass to see if there are any hearts, because that beeping's really annoying, and I don't want to have to bear with it for the entire duration of the minigame. Come on, give me some hearts. Oh, a fairy! Well, that is awesome! Now I'm just going to check if there's any more money. And yeah, the guy we just briefly saw here, he's the one who's going to be involved in this little side quest here. Basically, he runs a little mini game. He walks along this path that's got bricks and soil patches in it, and basically what you want to do is you want to talk to him, and he's going to offer you to dig in that spot for 10 rupees. Now, you can only dig where there's no bricks, where there's only soil. And that's why it takes a while, because he walks so slowly! And on top of that, it's completely luck-based. So, yeah, sometimes rupee will come out. Most of the time, nothing is going to come out, but what we're here for is the piece of heart. Not going to do it just quite yet, because I don't think he was quite in the right spot. Now I think he is. Okay, 5 rupees. And you know what? I'm gonna off-screen this and cut to when I get the piece of heart, because he just moves so freaking slowly. The second patch is right here. So I'll be right back, hopefully, with the piece of heart. Well, that was quick. I just went outside of the graveyard to get rid of the Poe that spawned when I read that tombstone, and I came right back, and I got it on my first attempt, so this means a net loss of only 15 rupees. It has never been so quick before. Anyway, this chest here contains the Hylian shield, which is the fireproof shield the guard was talking about. Now I'm just going to equip it, and by the way, it doesn't completely obsolete the Deku shield because of the way it blocks. Look, you crouch instead of just holding up the shield, and you might need the blocking technique that the Deku shield provides at times. But I tend to prefer this one since it's fireproof and, hey, it blocks. Anyway, now we got, I think it's this tombstone that you gotta pull. Let's see. Yep, that's the one. And in there is a Redead. Yeah, real fun. We got our little butter knife here to try and deal with it. Come on, die. No, get off, please, thank you. Now if I could just, no, come on, okay. Didn't get to gnaw on my skull again. Now you want to play the Sun Song now that this is done. And it's going to make a treasure chest appear with a piece of heart inside. And by the way, the other tombstone that I pulled where I found the Hylian shield, there was a bombable wall behind the chest, and I think it's a fairy fountain that's there, but I'm not too sure on that. But yeah, I don't have bombs, so I can't access it anyway. And by the way, that tombstone with the Hylian shield is the one with the flowers, because I was too busy talking about the minigame with Dampé to actually make good note of this. So just in case you have never played this game before or didn't know of it, if you're wondering, it's the tombstone with the flowers in front of it. I'm just gonna grab more money, maybe. Deku Seeds! Well, that'll do too, since, well, I was short of the max. Screw that. I'm gonna go back to Kakariko Village, because there are other matters to attend to here now that we're at night. There are gold Skulltulas all over town, 5 of them right now, and we're gonna try and kill all 5. Okay, this one is here. So I'm just gonna get up there, try not to get hit, because they do a full heart worth of damage if you touch them. And you can't L-target them, by the way. Z-target, sorry. It's just that I'm using kind of controller where it would be L1, the button that I'm using. Anyway, Skulltula number 2 is right here. And there we go. That was all there was to it. We still got 3 more now, and they're... well, the first one, if I remember, is right in this tree. I could have done this one during the day, because not all Skulltulas only come out at night, like those in trees, in soft soil, or in dungeons. But the others, you gotta do them at night. And there are 2 more, as I recall. One is next to that house there, and the other one is in the watchtower where we did our little sequence break earlier. So I'm just gonna shoot this bastard twice, and now we gotta grab the ladder. We gotta climb the ladder, rather to grab the Skulltula token. Thank you. Anyway, now that we got this, we're gonna go get the last one, which is on a wall on the outside of this house here. I'm gonna be careful because I can't see too much since we're at night. Okay. I was just about to say the butter knife has so little range, and case in point, it makes you run straight into enemies sometimes.